First ride on my Sworks Stumpjumper Evo, size S3. I've had this frame for a little over a month now. It's just been sitting in my garage. I've been enjoying the Ripley AF that I don't even want to build this bike at all, because it's not just building it. Once it's built, you got to tune it. And so today's ride, I've already stopped 2 times to adjust some of the settings, like the low compression, which is something new for me, the rear shock, because I'm usually just running the rock shocks, rear shock, so I don't think, no, it doesn't have it. And I've been pedaling up for the past 3 miles, paved road for about 1.5 miles, and then dirt. And I will say it's not fun riding this on the paved road. I have max grip DHF in the front and the Maxxis Recon in the back. That's not my setup. I just didn't get the dissector for the back on time, but it is going to get delivered today, so I get to use it on the weekend. Today's Thursday. I gotta slow down. I'm riding like I have the Ripley. Chill out, because the Ripley is very rewarding. Not the Ripmo. My Ripmo was better than this, I would say, but it's not rewarding like the Ripley. When you stand on that bike, it bobs up and down too, just like this. In the reviews, when this bike first came out, even now in 2022, they said that the shock, the rear end got better in terms of climbing and pedaling platform compared to the 2019. Maybe it did. If you compare it to another 2019 Stumpjumper with Fox rear shock, but if you compare this to the 2019 Expert, which has the Rock Shocks Deluxe, the 2019 Rock Shocks is way better climber than this. Chill out, because I've been riding the Ripley for 3 months, a little over 500 miles. The Ripley is very energetic bike. Although it feels more glued to the ground with the bird wheel, it's not like this bike. This bike is really stuck to the ground, just like how I remember it, just like how I remember all of my Stumpjumpers. I've had all since 2012, just like this, except for my 2019 Stumpjumper and my, oh shit, what's that? Oh, that's chain slap. I don't have that on my Ripley. I think that's my welcome back to Stumpjumper family. It's one of the reasons why I haven't been riding my e-bike. I got used to riding the Ripley that everything, oh shit, everything just seems Every bike just seems loud compared to that bike. Ripley AF. But this bike is definitely quieter than the Ripmo. The Ripmo is just constantly noisy. And it's not even from the chain slap. This one is definitely from the chain slap. Unless I bottomed out. What the heck? Oh man, I did. Okay, that was only like a foot drop. Lucky for me, it's test and tune day, so I brought my pump. The easiest line there is to the right, but I'd like to try something new every time I come here. Dude, Stumpjumper climbing, man, even when I pedal strike there, confidence level is just that much more. Didn't feel like I was so high on the bike, and then didn't feel so tippy, not like the Ripley and the Ripmo. The Ripley and the Ripmo, you need speed. I can't believe I was able to tractor up that. I was waiting for the bike to stall, but it didn't. You know what, that's what I noticed too. I keep talking about how the 29er would stall. The 29 was stalling. It needs the momentum. But I think it's only on the Ibis. Because I don't remember my 29er Stumpjumper doing that. Never mentioned that at all, that it would stutter. Hello, it's a 29er compared to a 27.5. It just rolls over stuff. But on the Ripley, I noticed it would stutter the back end, even on the Ripmo. So if you want to rock crawl the trail, it's hard to start at the technical part of the trail. You kind of want to back off a little and carry some momentum. Not with the Stumpjumper, just like how I remember it. You can rock crawl right where the technical stuff are. But 5-road climbing on this bike, even if I flip the lever to firm, it's just not efficient. What's interesting is that my Ripmo had the same exact tires, but the Ripmo, I'm just sitting and spinning like what I'm doing right now. The Ripmo just goes. Really, my first ride on that, it felt like the Ripley when I'm sitting and spinning. But when I put a lot of weight on my pedals, on my feet, just smashing the pedal, then it's bobbing a lot. Just like this. Gotta chill out. Get there when I get there. Oh, is this new? Feels new. Yeah, I definitely bottomed out my rear shock. I need more air. Maybe that's why it doesn't feel good on the climb. But you know what? It didn't feel good even with it on firm setting. I've already done like 4 or 5 stops just to fine tune the shock and the saddle height and the fore aft of the saddle. Happy Thanksgiving. Thanks. I'm definitely going to enjoy that max grip in the front I'm so used to running the dissector Max Terra. Wow, that was plush. Oh, wow, oh my goodness. Oh, it feels good. It's so composed. It's like the front and the rear is balanced. It's very balanced. They're both supple. Oh, so composed. It just feels so different when I land on this bike. When I land, it feels like it does this some more. On the Ripley, just does that. Or the Ripmo. This one's got that chain slap. I don't have that on my Ripley. But this one is quiet. It's quiet too. It's almost like the Ripley. I suck at skinny. I suck at many things. I just enjoy riding though. Oh wow, this bike is fun. Holy cow. This is a big bike. Well, it's not that big, but it just feels big when you're riding it on the downhill. Yeah, I want to say, just like the Heckler, they are in the same category. But this definitely feels a lot bigger than my 2020 Stumpjumper Evo, which has 63 degrees head angle. This one has 64 and a half. I think I want to lower down the handlebar a little bit. It feels a little too high. I wonder if I should do that now, or just enjoy the downhill. Let's do it at home. Surprisingly, the bike is cornering so well too. It corners better than the Ripmo. And then going over those chattery stuff, it's so composed, like it's not leaving the ground, not bouncing off of it. Man, landed right on that rock. Didn't even feel the rim strike because the suspension is just working. I'm still on Ridge Trail going to flow trail. And this bike is so easy to lift, and it's so composed, lifting and landing. Whoa. I miss that feel. How come I feel like I still don't have brakes on this bike? The Recon is definitely not a good match with the Max Grip DHF. It was okay with the Dissector. Morning.